Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's lecture on language. My name is Muhammad Kamran and I am here to talk about this fascinating topic. Let's start by defining what language is. Language can be defined as a system of communication that is used by humans to convey their thoughts and feelings. It consists of a set of sounds, words, and grammar rules that are used to convey meanings and express ideas. Language is a uniquely human ability that enables us to communicate and interact with one another. Now let's delve into the different definition of language given by prominent linguists throughout history. Our journey begins with Aristotle, one of the most influential philosophers in ancient Greece. Aristotle defined language as a sound symbol system that allows us to express and communicate our thoughts and ideas. According to Aristotle, language is a medium of communication through which we can convey our feelings, emotions, and ideas to others. He believed that language consists of meaningful units such as words, phrases, and sentences that convey a message to the listener or reader. Aristotle's definition emphasized the importance of connection between the symbol and the meaning it represents. Now, moving on to the Fernand de Saussure, a Swiss linguist from the early 20th century. Saussure defined language as a system of signs that are arbitrary and conventional. He argued that language is a system of signs where the connection between the signifier, the word, and the signified, the meaning, is arbitrary, meaning there is no natural connection between them. Instead, the connection is established by convention or agreement among the members of the language community. For example, consider the word dog. Here the sound or written form of the word dog is the signifier, while the mental representation of animal is the signified. Saussure's definition focuses on the structural aspect of language and highlights the importance of the relationship between the signifier and the signified. Next we have Noam Chomsky, a prominent linguist and cognitive scientist. Chomsky proposed that language is an innate faculty of human minds that allow us to generate infinite number of sentences. He believed that language is biological adaptation, unique to humans, and we are born with innate capacity for language acquisition. Chomsky argued that language is not learned behavior, but rather a natural ability that emerges in the child's mind. He introduced the concept of a language acquisition device, LAD, mental structure that enables us to generate infinite number of sentences using a finite set of rules. Next, moving forward, Benjamin Lee Roth, an American linguist, put forth the idea that language shapes the way we think and perceive the world around us. Roth believed that structure and vocabulary of a language determine the way its speaker perceive and conceptualize the reality. For instance, he argued that hobby language, which lacks the past tense, shape the way hobby speakers view the time and history. Roth's definition emphasizes the influence of language on our cognition and highlights the cultural and social context in which the language is used. Edward Safir, next linguist, a renowned anthropologist and linguist, share a similar perspective to the Roth. Edward defined language as a cultural artifact that reflects the unique worldview of its speaker. According to him, each language embodies a distinct way of thinking and perceiving the world, and the structure and vocabulary of the language reflects this worldview. His definition emphasizes the concept of linguistic relativity and underscores the role of language in shaping our perception of the reality. Next, we have Roman Jacobson, a Russian-American linguist and literary theorist. Viewed the language as a system of communication that serves 6 functions: referential, motive, cognitive, phatic, metalinguistic, and poetic. Jacobson's definition highlights the multifaceted nature of the language and various purposes it serves in human communication. Language, according to Jacobson, not only convey information but also express the emotions, influence behavior, establish social relationship, discuss the language itself, and creates aesthetic effects. Jacobson's definition underscores the diverse functions of the language in our daily interaction. Moving on to the Stephen Peckman, a prominent cognitive scientist and linguist. He defined language as a mental faculty that allows us to communicate through a system of symbols and rules. Wagner built upon Chomsky theory of innate language faculty. He posted that language is a mental capacity that enables us to communicate with others using symbols and rules. Wagner emphasized that this faculty is influenced by both genetic and environmental factors that enables humans to generate infinite number of sentences and express a wide range of ideas. These definitions from various linguists provide us with the different lenses through which we wish to understand language. They collectively demonstrate that language is a complex system of communication unique to human. It is a tool we utilize to express our thoughts, interact with others, and shape our perception of reality. Moreover, language encompasses not only words and grammar but also social conventions and cultural influence that vary across the different communities. A study of the language is a fascinating and multifaceted field. Each linguist's perspective adds a valuable insight to our understanding of language and its role in human communication and cognition. I hope this lecture has deepened your appreciation for this remarkable aspect of human existence. If you have any question or comments, please feel free to share them with me. Thank you very much for watching this video.